Greetings and salutations, all you bastard cats out there. How's it going? It's Saturday night, and I've been having a great night, man. Just hanging out, doing my thing, you know, talking to my buddies and hanging out with my wife. She made meatloaf. My wife made meatloaf. I don't know how many of you guys out there love meatloaf, but my wife makes the best damn meatloaf in the world. Wow, it's good. All right, so hey, we're still doing a lookout for some sponsorships and stuff if anybody's interested. If this is the first time that you have watched our channel, hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching, taking the time out of your day to see what we got. Now, if you'll notice in the background, let's look back here. We've got some like buttons and some subscribe buttons, and way up here we got this little bell. If you touch that bell, it'll give you a notification every time I put up a new video. If you click the like, somebody out there in YouTube land will think I'm a cool dude. And if you subscribe, once again, it'll tell you, hey man, dude put out a new video. I'm always putting out some kind of crazy new video. But if it is your first time to watch, go back through on my channel. See some of the other videos I've done, like Rambo knives. I do a lot of knife stuff. Tonight, it's a little different. It's going to be a gun video. Now, YouTube doesn't monetize gun videos because whatever, you know, I guess guns are bad. But for those of you who like guns and don't think guns are bad, we're going to be talking about something that I'm sure some of you guys, if you haven't got it, you want to get it. I know how you guys are. And if you haven't got one, you want to get one. It is the Kel-Tec Sub-2000. And everybody's like, what in the hell is that, man? People that don't know what the Sub-2000 are is like, what is that, man? Well, this is an awesome bug-out gun, man. It's a bug-out gun. It's a good home defense gun. And it'll shoot backwards. No. Hey, don't try this at home. All right, I'm serious, man. Don't try that at home. Because, I mean, that whole, yeah, that's a joke. It won't actually do that. So, anyway, enough of the fun and games. Let's see what this thing is all about. So the Kel-Tec Sub-2000, it's available in a number of different rounds and different types. Like you can get a Kel-Tec that takes Glock Mags, like the Glock 17s, 9mm. You can get Smith & Wesson, you can get SIG, you can get several different ones. And it folds up. So you can carry it in a range bag simply, a suitcase simply, a bug out bag pretty simply, depending on the size of your bug out. Now, if you're carrying a fanny pack, this ain't gonna fit in there. So I'm sorry, but you probably shouldn't wear a fanny pack anyway. All right, so how does this thing operate? There's a little button right here, a little slide lock button. It's got a little grip on both sides. You pull that back. See how that pulls back? And when you pull that back, this just simply folds out. Now, 16.25 inches folded. So 16¼ inches folded and 16¼ inch barrel. So you got a good sized barrel on a weapon that you can take just about anywhere very easily, right? I mean, and look at the simplicity of the design. Now there are a couple of things on it that I'm not super crazy about. Like right here is where you rack the slide, man. This is where you load your thing. And it's not an easy one, you know? So the easiest way to do this is to turn it to the side and cock it just like that. Just like that. All right? You've got a decent safety on it, as you can see right here. You can use it pretty simply from either side. So you got your nice safety. And it takes, man, this particular one takes Glock 9mm magazines. So if you got a Glock 16 like this one, Glock 16 capacity magazine, takes it, no problem. Slides right in. How do you get it out? You got this little button right here for your thumb if you're a right-handed shooter. If you're a left-handed shooter, you use your finger, your pointy finger, just like that. All right. So if you run out of ammunition for your rifle, you've got ammo for your pistol, or from your pistol. to put into your rifle. So basically what this is this is a 9mm carbine. 9mm carbine. It's got a heavy duty spring in the back. It's just got a plain old piece of pipe back here. You rack that guy, bring it back, and it's ready to fire. I fired thousands of rounds through this guy, and I haven't done anything extra to it. Because you start putting scopes and all that stuff on there, you lose the ability to cram it into your bag quickly and pull it out of your bag quickly. You've already got this side here. You've already got this side here, which, you know, pretty good size sight. You know, pretty big sight. So when you're shooting this guy, you know, you can add, it's got the M-Lock Picatinny rail on it. As you can see, you can put lights on it. You can put scopes on it. And so when you're shooting this guy, if you're going to have it out all the time, that's fine. But if you're carrying it in a bug out bag, that's something that you may want to decide on. You know what I mean? It's quiet. It's simple. It is relatively inexpensive. So when I say relatively inexpensive for the price, you know, I've had the Survival 22s, like the Henry Survival 22s. I did a video on one of those years ago. And, you know, they're okay. But they jam up like an SOB, man. So I'm not crazy about getting out there and my ass is on the line and something jamming up. Plus, this is a 9mm. Totally different. If you want to go bigger than the 16 round mags, get you a 31 or a 33. Here's a 31 Glock Mag. Now, you've got 31 rounds of 9mm that you can start putting down range. And this gives you an extended barrel. So we all know that in a gunfight, we're probably going to be about as close as me and the camera. You know, I mean, there's going to be a guy at the gas station. He's right there. I'm right here. Bang! It's going to happen. And in that instance, it's the man who stands his ground and puts rounds down range onto that person. But say you're defending your house. There's someone in your yard. You know, shotguns are great. All that, you know, they're all great. Your wife's using something. Oh, did I say wife? This is a weapon that would be great for your wife to use because it's not really loud. Other than like suppressed handgun or suppressed rifles and handguns and things like that with the special suppressors on the front or silencers, this is pretty quiet compared to most other 9mm out there. So this is relatively quiet. It's very easy to fire. You just aim and pull the trigger and it shoots. And it shoots and it shoots. Now, I can remember the Kel-Tec Sub-2000 with the original Gen 1s. There were some people that just weren't too crazy about them. This is the Gen 2. And I'm crazy about it, man. I just love this Gen 2. So, say you want to adjust your stock, you can do that. It's not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, there's some ergonomics on this guy that aren't the best in the world because it is just a little bitty, you know, rifle. But to adjust that, you have to take this bolt all the way out. And you don't have to have a special tool for it. You just push it all the way out with maybe a knife or a stick or whatever you might have, you know. It just pushes out. And once you get it pushed out, then you can move this thing back and forth. I like it in the extended because I'm going to have to shoot left-eyed sometimes. And when I'm shooting left-eyed, I really need to get down on it and, you know, I got my right eye messed up. So, you know, I kind of got to get it high on my shoulder so I can get my left eye down. Sometimes I do shoot left-handed. I have been working on that. So, I will say that for a right-handed shooter to shoot left-handed, if you shoot a handgun when you've been shooting right-handed your entire life, to start shooting left-handed when you've been shooting right-handed, it's different, you know, and I think we all need to practice that. But this is very forgiving. The Kel-Tec Sub-2000 is very forgiving in that aspect because when you've got that extra barrel length and everything, and you've got that shoulder stabilization. Now I can aim. I've got my peep sight, as you can see right there, and I'm coming in with my left, and my cheek is there, so I've got a positive good connection here with my cheek, and I can get the same sight picture every time, even though I'm not a left-handed shooter. I'm a right-handed shooter, but my right eye's messed up. So now I've got to use my left eye. So this is much more forgiving than your standard Glock pistol. All right, so how do you fold this thing up? It's pretty simple as well. One hand, you push up on this little guy. I think you can see it right there. It just pushes up, just like that. And then this folds back. And that's it. Now if you'll notice, the sight folds right up with it. And it closes like that. Okay, so you got some different connections back here for whatever kind of sling that you might want, or whatever kind of strap you want to throw on there. You've got your Picatinny rail up front, so you can put different kinds of attachments on there, so you can put whatever kind of sling or whatever you want. If you want to, you know, set up for 3-point sling, you've got your spot right back here where you can put a 3-point sling there or back in here. So these were pretty affordable back in the day. They were, I think I gave about $3 1/4 for this one, and that's new. $3 1/4. But now I believe that they're running about $500 if you can find one. So they've gone up considerably, you know. $475, but you know as well as I do what hasn't. What hasn't gone up as far as guns and ammunition go. So for you guys out there that that have a pistol that you would like to supplement with a long gun, but you would also like for your pistol magazine to fit into your rifle just like that, then this is not going to be the same as an AR-15. But I can tell you this, at 100 yards on a football field distance, I can hit the target with relative ease, and that's with open sights. That's not with any kind of a scope or optic or anything like that. It's just straight up like it is. It's an accurate weapon, man, and it gobbles up everything. All right, so I'm going to pull the trigger because I've had it cocked, but I have got it. It is clear. There we go. So, trigger pull's okay on it. It's not too bad. It's pretty forgiving as well. Anyway, split-second decisions, you know. Some people want a hair trigger. I'm not a huge fan of a hair trigger. I was a cop for a long time. Sometimes you need that extra second. When you don't, trust me, the adrenaline's going to squeeze that trigger for you, man. So, what else can I say about this guy? What else can I say? I love it. It gobbles up ammunition too, man. You get some old shady steel case Russian jazz, man, from somewhere because things are tough. This thing will put it down range, man. This thing will gobble it up and shoot it. It doesn't matter what it is. So, hey, if you have the opportunity, if you know somebody in the neighborhood that's got one of these, want to get rid of it relatively cheap, or if you know somebody that knows somebody, or if you see it in the local want ads or whatever, man, hey, there you go. Kel-Tec Sub-2000. That's a Gen 2. You can find Gen 1s still out there, but they're probably getting harder and harder. Pick yourself up some 31 or 33 round mags. These are 31s. That's what they had available at the time. As far as my old duty guys before I retired, they were 16s each. So there you have it, man. The Kel-Tec Sub-2000. I give it a big thumbs up, just like y'all should give me on the like buttons. Like I say, if this is your first time watching the channel, click subscribe and check out some of our other stuff. I do a lot of knife stuff, and sometimes I'll do the gun stuff as well, but I'm a big knife guy. I like it up close and personal. So anyway, for for Saturday evening here at BC Tactical. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to give a shout out to Mary and Oscar. Mary and Oscar, I know you guys are hanging out there with Christian and the girls right now. And I want to say hi to you guys. My wife made this incredible meatloaf. I've talked about so much. Did I say that at the beginning of the video? I think I did. So this incredible meatloaf she made, I ate like 2 pounds on the first night. Almost killed me. Not because it was bad, just because I ate so much of it. Worst meatloaf I've ever had in my life was with my wife's sister Mary. Worst meatloaf I ever had in my life was in Dallas, Texas at a place called Whistle Britches. Whistle Britches. I hope that somebody from Whistle Britches is watching this video and says, oh man, I can't believe that our meatloaf is that bad. Especially for like a $15 plate. You get these 2 little pieces of meatloaf. It was 1 step below a banquet frozen meal, man. 1 step below. I would have taken the banquet frozen meal had I only known. But anyway, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, BC Tactical. My name is Kelly. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that stuff. Ask me questions. We'll talk about guns, knives, morale patches, anything you want to talk about. Eye patches even. All right, so, hey, stay tuned and keep us on your radar, man. Thanks for watching, everybody.